The Reddit Diaries. It's been 4 hours since the school's lockdown, and I don't think the teachers outside are still my teachers. I live in the Philippines, and it was 12:30. We were normally falling back in line after lunch, still talking about all the scares of graduation being cancelled. The new coronavirus was spreading all around the world, and it was threatening the week of graduation. Apparently, the disease was spreading much quicker than anticipated, and it was barely delayed by the government, but the disease got the better of the situation and spread everywhere. I just shrugged off all these scares and threats, knowing that it sure as hell is not gonna reach us, or so that's what I thought. The loud principal got over the intercom, sounding panicked, and said, "All students, please proceed to your respective classrooms immediately. Please prepare your emergency kits and safety masks. Reported case of a new deadly virus has been apparently spreading under the scares of the coronavirus. I repeat, proceed to your respective classrooms. Prepare your emergency kits immediately. Lock all doors in the classroom. Make sure every window and crack is sealed, and all is wearing safety masks. The school is now declared on lockdown." Panic got the better of us students, all hurriedly running to our rooms. Some were left behind. People in hazmat suits kept roaming around the school, and suddenly the atmosphere of the situation got dark. I was in section 1B. We followed all the instructions properly, and our homeroom advisor guided us into what to do during the situation. We covered the windows with paper and tape, and sealed the door cracks with towels and cloths, and we waited. We waited until the next intercom announcement, almost an hour later. The principal, now in a much calmer but slightly awed tone, spoke in a different voice and said, "We now advise all the homeroom advisors, please take off your masks and head outside and leave one student of the class as in charge. We encourage our advisors and coordinators to participate in the cleaning of the school grounds. You will be provided with all the necessary equipment needed. For all the students, please remain in your classrooms and stay calm. We will get back to you immediately." Something about what the principal said was off. It sounded like he was different, inhuman, or more likely, insane. Our homeroom advisor followed as instructed and went outside, but left one of his associated co-worker to take care of us while they handled the situation. The police had apparently been already called and is on the way. We received no more calls from the intercom for the next 2 hours, and decided to turn off the lights to avoid attracting attention from the teacher's operation, or something. And then we heard it. We heard something sharp, constantly hitting the tiles of the hallway right outside our room. Tick, 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 tick. It constantly got louder and louder, and soon we were able to make out the silhouette of what it was through the paper on the windows. One of my classmates blurted out, "Mr. McBride," which turned out to be a horrible idea. The silhouette slowly turned its head a complete 90 degrees, in a perfect motion. Its body followed right after, and then it clicked, lifted its arm, and ripped some sort of mask on, and revealing the shadow of what looks like tentacles. It dashed at our window and slammed its arm against the window, but without enough force to break it. It kept gnawing and grabbing at the door until it broke. "It broke," was the only thing I could say, and say as a whisper. All of us panicked, running at every hiding spot we knew of the room. I managed to get in one of my classmates' lockers and had a perfect view through the locker door's openings. I peeked out and got relieved to find that everyone has found a spot in the room. I couldn't make out a view of the area near the window, but I was sure it was coming. I've successfully hidden this locker for an hour now. That thing has been just roaming around the room, breaking our seats and scratching at metal surfaces. I don't know how I can survive like this, with the fact that Larry apparently got out of his spot and thought it was gone. It wasn't, but Larry's still alive. He hid in the locker right next to mine and loudly took a deep breath. We assumed the thing heard it. I can hear the shuffling sounds of ticking, nearing my locker door. I kept peeking through my opening, trying to get a sense of where it was. On my 14th peek I saw it, and will never think that I would be able to pass it off. It had Mr. McWright's body, but his head was an amalgamation of tentacles, 4 sunken eyes, and a circular-shaped mouth with sharp teeth. This isn't true, I thought to myself. It's just a hallucination. This isn't real. And then it spoke, the words that I didn't want to hear and will never want to hear again. "Hello, young man. Open the door already." I don't know what popped in my mind, but I went blank. I couldn't feel anything. My body started moving on its own, my arms shuffling like crazy, and it hit me. This is what happened to Mr. McWright. My hand jolted out from my side and, hastily, opened the door. I didn't tell it to do that, but it did. And I said, "Is it my turn?" without knowing that I moved an inch. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video until now. It was an honor for me to present it to you. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and leave a comment about your own experiences. Or if you have any recommendations or tips for me to improve, it would extremely help me out since I'm a relatively new YouTuber and I'm just getting started. All I can do is promise you that I will deliver you the highest quality content I can create and to always keep you entertained. Thank you so much. The Reddit Diaries.